What's up, guys? Welcome to my very first episode of Star Wars Heroes of the Galaxy. I'm your host, Galaxis, and thanks for tuning in, guys. What we're going to be doing today is talking about how to advance in this game and just really how to get set up in the game. I figured in my very first video on the game, I would go ahead and just point out some things that I think are really important for you to actually understand when you start playing. Okay, now everything is pretty much explained in the game, but if you're like me, you just sort of zip through some things and some things aren't completely apparent. So, I figured I'd go ahead and go through and show that. Now, you got to collect characters. Characters or heroes, you can call them whatever you want, but you have to collect characters in the game in order to do battles and different things like that. That is really the point, to collect characters and to level those guys up. So when you first start out, you're going to get a Jedi healer, and then you're also going to end up getting a stormtrooper. And so you're going to get a couple different characters at the very beginning that you can start working on to start building a team. But there you've seen they sort of compel you to spend some of those purple crystals in order to buy this chromium package. All right, now the purple crystals are one of the the resources that you have. You also have credits, and there's a bunch of other things that we're going to have to go over as far as the resources go that are available in the game. But what you'll do is you'll be putting together a team, and then you're going to go out and you're going to start to battle. Now, this is pretty much what everything is about. You do battles in the game, and those battles will you're going to win some materials that you can use as gear to be able to gear people up. We'll talk about gear and what gear is and how important it is to the game. And you're basically going to try and put together good teams. You're going to need to understand the mechanics of the characters that you're playing with. And it is a turn-based game. So, if you haven't actually seen how the game works, it's basically turn for turn. So here they wanted to point out, and this is something I thought that it is actually worth noting. You can actually hold the effect, those abilities there. You can hold those, and if you tap and hold it, not tap, but just push and hold it, you'll actually get information about what that ability does. So if you're not really aware, you're trying to get familiar with your characters and the different things that they're capable of doing, then you can hold over that button there, and you'll actually get a little pop-up that'll show you exactly what their abilities are. So that's one thing I thought was pretty important. Okay, now here's another thing. You're going to notice a bunch of different emblems that'll be popping up over the top in the heads of your different people here. So it's going to show here the status effect. Okay, that's what that's called. Now you can go ahead and hold on that, press and hold on that, and you can get information. Here it shows that he's taunting all enemies with target. That way they target him. Okay, so that can help you sometimes if you're trying not to let them kill other people and you want, to be able to have your guy taunt, then that's a really good thing to do. But the point there is that you can hold that and get information about what their effects are that are actually on the status effect on those guys. Okay, now here's something really important. You got to start training these guys. Now, you're going to have character levels. You see that just went up from 1 to 2. You're going to use training droids in order to bring the level up of the actual character. It increases the power, and for a lot of the specials and different abilities, they have to have certain levels. They also sometimes might have to have a certain level of gear, and that's a big thing that you have to be paying attention to as well. So when it comes to gear, your character is going to have the ability to equip different gear. Now, you get that gear from going out and doing battles, and then you also can sweep the different battles that you've won 3-star. You have to win 3-star, and then you can sweep those battles. But what you're going to basically do is you're going to keep on leveling these guys up, getting all the gear that they're required, and then that's going to get them a higher gear level. And a lot of the time, the special abilities and stuff will be predicated off of whether the gear level is a certain level. So depending on whether the gear level is, say level 4, they may not be able to do a special until level 4. And it might not actually have anything to do with the actual character's level. So you seen there we had, I leveled up my player level. Player level and character level are independent of each other. But the thing to note is that your character level can never be over your player level. So your player level basically sets the, the top level that you can level up all of your guys. A ceiling is what I was looking for, the word I was looking for. So here, you see we were using Cantina packs. And this is another way that you can pick up heroes. You have Cantina packs. You can, buy a chromium or bronzium data packs. And, if you're actually buying some of the other packs, there's some, pretty good perks that come with that as well. But out of this, we were able to pick up Luke Skywalker. He is a character that everybody will get a chance to own. It is one that you get when you start. And, he is actually pretty good. I mean, obviously he's Luke Skywalker, but he has a rifle. So you're like thinking, well, this isn't Luke Skywalker with a lightsaber. No, he has a rifle and he can really, really do a lot of damage. So, that's one of the characters that you're going to get, and you're going to have him and probably be working with him for quite a while until, you get somebody that you want to replace him with on your team or whatever. And so you're going to need to go ahead and get out. You got to get into some battles. When you first start out, light side battles is basically the only option for you. So you're going to go in there and you're going to need energy to do each battle. You can see this says 6 energy down here in the right corner, and up in the upper right corner, you have 103 of 63. That's showing that we have 103 energy of 63 energy. So you're going to need energy every time you do battles. Anytime you sweep, you're going to need energy. You're going to want to get 3-star victories. That way you can go back and sweep those levels and be able to get a lot of good rewards. Now, you can get character shards out of, certain battles. When you sweep those, you can get character shards. We'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. But basically, you're going to get rewards like that. Every time you win, you're going to get some rewards. And you can use those items that you get in order to gear up your, your different characters. So you're going to be needing to pay attention to that. And, you can go in and it'll actually prompt you if you're trying to search for gear to replace. It'll actually prompt you, or, to be able to find the gear. It'll actually prompt you to where you need to go, and it'll show you if that's available, if it's something that you have unlocked. Now, this is something Grand Moff Tarkin, this guy is super beast. So right now, this month, they're actually giving him out. You can actually get shards of him in the daily login. So just keep on logging in. You get shards of him. It's going to help you towards being able to claim that character and unlock that character. So you're going to constantly be on your main screen. You're going to be needing to do as many activities as possible. And you see all those green pluses. Those show us that there's gear available to put on one of the characters. So choose wisely, because once you install that gear on one character, it won't be available for another one like we're doing here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to equip that, and that will get us closer to being able to level up his gear level. So we have one more piece of gear that we need to find. But here we are on daily activities. We're constantly going in, doing work, claiming those. We're getting sim tickets and stuff like that. Sim tickets are actually required in order to sweep. So you have to have a sim ticket and you have to have energy in order to sweep levels that you've 3-starred. So really, really important for you to realize that, because those rewards out there are going to be great. Okay, so now we need to talk about how to promote a character. When they're talking about promoting, they're talking about from 1-star to 2-star, 2-star to 3-star. In order to promote characters, you have to have enough shards. So, in this case, we had enough shards to take them from 1-star to 2-star. And you really want to try and get them all up to 7-star at some point. That way you can reach the full potential of the character that you're working on. But basically, you're going to be sweeping. You're going to be all over. You'll be trying to pick those up in Cantina packs. You'll be doing battles trying to sweep for those. Really just trying to pick those shards up all over. And, there's lots of different ways, and we'll go about that, probably looking at that in a whole entire new video. But in this case, here we go. We're going to be talking about, and this is something they're going to show you as well. You're going to get Ewok. You get 9 of 10 shards, and they just take you through this in order to be able to see that this is how you take them. You level the star up on the character. So there we only have 9 of those, so we're going to need to be able to get one more. And they show you that you can go in hard mode battle, and you can collect the last one, the last shard that is, necessary to be able to level him up. So we go ahead and we go in, and we get a battle in. It's going to take 12 energy. Notice that it costs more energy to do hard battles. And then you go ahead and get your team set up. This is the third final, the final round, basically. And I just cut everything out and got to the point here where we got the victory. We can get the 3 stars, and then we can show you how it works. So basically, you're going to go ahead and you got 2 shards there, those 2 shards, and those go with the 9 that you had before. So now you have 11 of 10 shards. That means you can unlock the character. So once you do that, you're able to activate them, and you're able to use those characters in different battles. So it's really important for you to understand how that works. You get shards, and you just continue to work on leveling the stars up. We'll go ahead and activate. It's going to cost us only 100 credits to activate, so we'll go ahead and do that. And that uses the 10 of the shards that we had. That leaves us 1 shard that'll be left over towards the next level for him, next star level for him. So there we go. Got that set up. The Ewok goes from we have a 1 star, and in order to get him to 2 star, we're going to have to, I think, have 15 or something like that. Ewok ambush, pretty good. This guy is actually, relatively good early on to have on your team. He does a pretty nice critical blow with this special. And, here you see that special is actually locked until he gets a higher gear level. So that's what I was telling you. Sometimes gear level is what determines whether you can take that, and open up that extra special, that next special ability. Sometimes it does depend on gear. Sometimes it depends on actual character level. So you'll have to be paying attention to that. But here we're going in and we're taking a look at characters. So we're going to be, working on some of these guys here and just trying to get everybody ready to level up. Now to train them, we're going to level up. We're going to use some of these training droids, and we'll just assign those training droids, and we're going to spend 3,621 credits. And that's what it's going to take in order to level this guy up. I think I decided to take and do a little bit less because I didn't want to use all my resources. But we get that done, and then we are able to keep on working on him. You'll see it takes him from 1 to 6. So that character level is level 6. The star level is independent of the character level, so keep that in mind. But you will need to bring those, those levels up in order to make the guys stronger. A lot of the time they have to be higher level in order to unlock different parts of the specials. And we'll go into it probably in another video, but each ability also has levels to them as well. So that's something we'll talk about later. This time we were able to claim in our achievements, we were able to claim some pretty decent stuff. We got 10 shards for the Royal Guard. Okay, so all we needed to get was 10, and we actually got 10 of those. So we're able to activate him. We're just able to claim those in our activities area. So once we activate him for 100 credits, then we will be able to use him. He is a dark side hero or a dark side character, so you can't use him in light side battles, but you can use him in the cantina, and you can use him in the dark side battles as well. And then later in the arena and a bunch of other stuff that we'll talk about. But he's pretty effective. This is his special is pretty cool because it actually gives up defense, and it just really helps your guys all the way around and make them stronger and be able to take more blows. All right, so we're going to be working on grinding and getting that stuff. Hopefully this helps you guys, just to at least get started and get everything going in another direction. I'm going to keep on, focusing on different aspects and do a couple more videos for you guys. But, just basically tell me what you guys want to see. I'm going to keep on putting these videos up for you guys. And I'm just going to keep on grinding on my account as well because I got a lot of work to do. I'm like level 33 or something like that right now. I've been playing for about a week or so, having a lot of fun. So you guys leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys want to see. Appreciate all the love and all the support. And just keep on grinding on your account, guys. You'll see you can definitely get there, put in a lot of work, and just stay focused. And you can get your guys leveled up 7-star, just super fully powered, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So we'll do that together. Appreciate all the support, guys. Keep on grinding. We'll catch you guys next time. Galaxis out.